What's going on, guys? DigiDestin here, and this week there's no pickup video. Unfortunately, I haven't had much luck in terms of finding stuff, but I do have this video for you, which is kind of like a pseudo pickup video. I'm actually going to be covering two games from my collection. These are games that I acquired way before I started this YouTube channel, before I started Twitch, before I started my Facebook, that sort of thing, before the whole social media stuff, before Instagram. And this story really never got told. I've told it to close friends and other collectors, in person, but I haven't told it to you guys. This is kind of a video kind of showcasing a tale of how I acquired an item, from back in the day. I like to call this like Note to Shelf. I thought that was a nice, clever title. Alright, and so the two games I want to talk about today are Kirby's Dream Land 3 for the Super Nintendo here. And then we also have Captain Commando for the Super Nintendo. One's, made by HAL Laboratories, pretty much second party / first party Nintendo IP. And then we have Captain Commando, which is a Capcom title. And what makes these games so significant in terms of my collection is the fact that these are the two games that I first purchased off of eBay that were complete in box. And there's a great story behind it, because this was back in around 2011, 2012, and I was starting to get more involved in game collecting and the hobby and the people around it. So I started looking up like forums and even on Reddit. So Reddit game collecting r/game collecting was a huge part of me learning more about the hobby, learning more about new games, learning about how people went about acquiring their games and so on and so forth. And they had fun little, challenges essentially every now and then, and one of them was the Chump Change challenge. And so the Chump Change challenge was, it's a mouthful to say sometimes, but the Chump Change challenge was essentially a little game that some users came up with, and all you had to do was save up some change, some loose change, and with that loose change you would be able to purchase a game off of eBay or a store for the fair market value. So of course, with game collectors and all that, thrifters and all them, you do want to save some money. So that's the reason why we go to thrift stores. We want to find the deal, we want to save some money, we don't want to spend too much, we don't want to spend the going rate for video games. And with the Chump Change challenge, it was more or less a test of patience. So if you had the ability to collect loose change, or for example, you go to the store, you spend, you give the cashier $5 for, a 464 item, and you get that 36 cents back. You use that 36 cents and save it towards a game that you can purchase, right? For a game that you want. And so I did that. I saved up all my loose change, and I was able to save up enough money to purchase Kirby's Dream Land 3. Kirby's Dream Land 3 is very near and dear to me, because it was the first, very, 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 very first brand new game that I ever received as a child, and that was from my dad. And so when I lost it during my move, unfortunately, this was one of the first games that I wanted to get back into my collection. And so when the Chump Change challenge came around, and I was saving up that loose change to purchase this off of eBay, I went for the best condition one that I could find. After finding this game, I actually had some extra money left from all my loose change, and so I found out about this game, Captain Commando, and that's just mostly because I spent a lot of time playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 with my buddy after school, and I always played as Captain Commando, and I was always kind of curious about his original game, if he actually came from an original game, because I knew he wasn't a Marvel character, so he had to be Capcom. And so I did a little bit of research, found out that he came from Captain Commando on Super Nintendo. Turns out it's a beat 'em up game, very similar to like Final Fight, and it's made by Capcom. Both of the games are made by Capcom, and so it was very similar. And I thought it was very cool, so I had to pick up this game, and I got it for a decent deal Both games I got for much cheaper than what they're going for now. I don't know what they are. I don't know when you're watching this video, but at this point in time, you know, I got a pretty good deal for them, and all they had to do was collect some loose change, which is really great too, because when it comes to loose change, I always get made fun of by my friends, because, you know, I'll pick up a penny, I'll pick up a dime if I see it, if nobody's claiming it, that sort of thing, and they always kind of make fun of me for it. But, you know, it's really one of those things that you can take for granted or overlook. You know, it's free money. You know, it's on the ground, it's free money, you collect it, you save it, and there's been plenty of times where I need a little bit extra cash, you know, just to spend on a game that I wanted, and all I have to do is dig through my loose change and I have more than enough. You know, it's just kind of one of those things, you can set it and forget it, you know, in a piggy bank, and you end up saving a lot more money than you think. So yeah, 2 great pickups. You know, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Captain Commando, all thanks to the Chump Change challenge from Reddit. Again, this took place back in like 2011, 2012, but it's just a fun little story about how I acquired these games for my collection, and I'd love to hear the stories that you guys have, if you have any, you know, fun ones like that. But yeah, if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want me to continue with videos like this, you know, not just weekly pickup videos, but kind of reminiscing, you know, a note to shelf, then just let me know also. So check out some of my other videos. I got other pickups, tips and tricks, gameplays, as well as streams. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one.